そなたはシナではない。
Hey yo, what's up everybody, Holmes here, and we're back with some more Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Today we are going to be taking on the Mortal Journey, or just Mortal Journey, from Strength of Gauntlets. So, yeah, it's a long video. I'll try to give you guys some tips and tricks on how I got through every boss. I think I was pretty confident on taking on all the bosses except for the double apes, and a little bit of a... I don't know. I was a little bit nervous when it came to Inner Father, and a little bit nervous with Inner Genichiro. But yeah, for Gyoubu Oniwa, the key way to defeat this guy is just firecrackers. Stun him a little bit. If you can just melee the crap out of him. He actually takes pretty good posture damage from melees. Just gotta have to watch out for his swings, because they can get a little bit confusing to telegraph sometimes. This guy's the first boss in Sekiro, or maybe Lady Butterfly can also be the first boss, depending on where you end up. For me, when I first played Sekiro, it was Lady Butterfly, because I ended up at the Ashina Estates. But yeah, that's the first boss I fought. And then when I got to Gyoubu Oniwa, it was just... I was like, what the heck, this guy was way easier than Lady Butterfly. And here I was testing out the Mortal Draw weapon art here. It's not as good as I thought it would be, but I feel like if you use the buffs where you can do more posture damage and more damage, it will help. But that's risky because there's a higher chance you'll die if you can parry, which at the moment I wasn't like 100% confident in my parries. So I think I only used like the regular buff. Well, later on, I'm not doing it here. Right here I'm just still testing out like the raw power of the Mortal Draw. I'm using the empowered Mortal Draw actually. So this fight, it's your basic fight. Nothing changed from the base game. And pretty much the only bosses that have like their move changed is the last three bosses, which is the three new bosses. Well, I guess they're kind of new, because they're the inner form of Isshin, Genichiro, and Owl. And second boss is gonna be Lady Butterfly. So I like to have shuriken with that for when she hops on the wires. Here we go. She starts off the fight with unblockable, and I ate it. Gotta pop off a heal. And if this is the first Gauntlet video you guys are watching, you can top off all your healings and all your consumables at the Sculptor's Idol after each boss fight. So you can just rest there and you get all your healing back, and also your revives. So for Lady Butterfly, I like to just do either 1 or 2 hits, or if you're feeling brave, you can keep comboing her until she deflects your attack, and then, because after she deflects your attack, she'll either jump back or she'll try to hit you right away, so you have to kind of anticipate it. And if you do end up like getting hit and not deflecting her attack, she'll go into a 3-hit combo, so just want to watch out for that. And I remember my original tactic for her was just you hit her once, you walk forward, hit her once, you walk forward. And I was like, oh right, that's my original tactic. I forgot about it until I was doing it accidentally, I guess. So right here you want to have the snap seeds because she'll summon some illusions to fight you. If you have the snap seeds, you'll get rid of them, like all of them right away. If not, they'll linger around. I think they eventually disappear. You can also try to kill them. But if you have the snap seeds, you can just kill her right away. Or not kill her, kill the illusions right away. So she snaps her fingers like that and you see all the illusions pop up. But if you have the snap seeds, you can just snap them all away. And then pretty much her attacks don't change except there's like these butterflies that come after you now. And you cannot counter it, you can block it, but you will take chip damage upon blocking it. But it will not stagger you, so that's the good thing about it. You could also dodge away from it if that's what you want to do. And got me with the combo there. Whoop, jump that, partial damage. And that was a mistake. I don't know why I didn't try to dodge that. I thought she was gonna come in for a physical attack, so I just kind of like stood there for a second and ate all her needles, her sen bones. And there she summons more illusions. Best way you want to deal with all the illusions is you want to stand in the middle of all of them and then use your snap seeds. Because if you stand too far away, you only get like half of it, and then there's like a few linger around. But if you're standing like in the middle of it, you'll get them all. And I highly recommend you guys do these gauntlets after you beat the game, so you have more resources. Like if you do it as you unlock the bosses, I feel like that will be a little bit tougher. But I mean, if you like the challenges, then you know, why not? This gauntlet, in my opinion, is like the ultimate challenge because it has all the bosses. I mean, there are some mini boss that are kind of a pain, but they're focusing like on the main bosses with this. And it'll be cool if you can get like, I don't know, I was really hoping you can get the black mortal play at the end of this, but you don't get anything other than bragging rights and a sense of accomplishment. Next up, Genichiro. This guy's a chump. Well, the base version. He's easy. So I like to just keep attacking him until he tries to counter. Be careful when he steps back like that, because sometimes he'll shoot arrows at you. But otherwise, just keep pressing. And I think on first phase, his unblockables are always going to be a stab. So just get ready with that Mikiti counter. And also, if you don't play through the base game, I don't... Yeah. I forgot when you unlock the Mikiti counter. But it's in the base game. I'm pretty sure you can unlock the Mikiti counter by the time you unlock the first gauntlet, which is the Divine Air. There we go. On the second phase, there's a chance he will actually do a spin attack, which you have to jump on him instead of doing the Mikiti counter with his stab. There we go. Oh, I thought I got him. I thought I killed him. I mean, I know I got him there, but I thought it was like the end of his health bar. That's the spin attack. You jump on him and get some posture damage, and you know, if it's broken, you can kill him. And he still does have his third phase. Right here, I am switching out my mortal draw for the Sakura dance because when he does his lightning attack, you can redirect it. That's only good for this Genichiro. And I'll explain more about that once we get to the inner Genichiro. I feel like getting him into a corner, it's also a good way to break his postures. Not postures. He only has one. It's a good way to break his posture really fast. As long as you know his attack patterns, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And once you counter his like crazy combo there on his third phase, you'll always follow it up with a thrusting attack, so you can Mikiti counter it. Alright, so 3 bosses down, 14 more to go. So for me, I already have a plan on how to take on all the bosses. So before you enter the boss fight, I mean, you can do this during the boss fight too, because the game is paused when you're editing your loadout, I guess. So it's not like Dark Souls where you're, like when you're switching weapons and stuff, the game is still live. And so for the Guardian Ape, the Firecracker is good, and also if you have the spear, that's also good too. But for the first phase, Firecrackers are your best friend. Make sure you don't like abuse it too much, because I mean, unless you don't care about using the spear on the second phase, then you can by all means just go nuts with the Firecrackers. Actually got a tap in on you. Got a little bit of heal, and if you can hit his head, I feel like that's like the critical point for him. He'll like stagger that much. And it feels like he also takes a lot of HP and posture damage as well. Careful not to stay near his butt, because he can fart on you, and I think it either poisons or it prevents you from healing. That I can't remember, because for the Guardian Ape I know he farts, so I don't stick around his ass. Alright, here comes the combo. Watch out for him like laying on the ground, flailing around. Alright, can I get another stun? There we go. And he runs away a little bit. Sometimes if you're too far away, he'll actually throw shit at you. So, and I think it has the same effect as the fart. His posture's almost broken here, so if I can just get a hit in and not get hit all over the place. That's actually a grab, so be careful. And the sweep looking thing that says unblockable, don't get hit by that, because that's a grab. And first face down. I like how they still do this. I know I said this in one of my other videos, but they still do the whole like play dead thing. They couldn't just spare us. So right here I equipped the spear, because during the second phase it's gonna become the Headless Guardian Ape, and if you counter his overhead attack, which will then like lay him down on the ground. And be careful with the screen, because this can inflict terror. And if terror builds up to full, it will insta-kill you. You can still resurrect, but it'll take away one of your resurrections. And it's, I don't know, basically it's kind of like a cheap death for me. So just watch out for that. And also while you're in the little screen, it can also hurt you. This move right here, if you can parry it, you'll fall down, and then you use the spear attack, which I don't know why I didn't do it. I think I panicked. I don't know why during these gauntlets sometimes I panic and then I forget how to use the Shinobi prosthetics. I'm just like, oh shit, what do I do? It's not L1 R1, because that's the combat art. So yeah, well, when he's down, like when you counter that specific move and he goes down, you can use your spear Shinobi prosthetics, and then you hit R2 twice. So basically, you hit the Shinobi prosthetic twice in the spear form, and you can do a shitload of posture damage. So that's what I'm trying to bait him to do right now. So you counter it, goes down, and you use your spear, and boom! Look at that. That was a chunk of posture damage right there. And in the Headless form, it seems like the posture recovery for this guy, it's really slow. But for the Guardian Ape, it's either one or two ways. You either kill him by HP, or you break his posture. If you can force him to initiate that overhead attack for you to parry, and if you do successfully parry it, and then you do this whole pulling out the centipede thing, you can break its posture really, really fast. But you're gonna watch out with this attack right here, because that double slam, if you block the first one, the second one's gonna hit you, so you gotta have the perfect parry both of them. And I fucked up my parry, so I took some damage. I think I fucked up the first hit, and then my character was just stunned a little bit, and then I just got straight up hit on the second one. I don't know, dive attack. You can just jump. It doesn't matter if he's like right above you. You can just jump it as it comes down. Scream again. This is probably like what drags on the fight the most. But I feel like the longest fight I'm gonna have here is gonna be the double Guardian 8, because that was a pain. And this works like all the other, all 3 other gauntlets. Like if you die during any point, it will set you back to the beginning. So yeah. But like I said before, this doesn't. Well, I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, but you don't get anything upon beating this gauntlet. So yeah. And he actually killed me. Holy shit. I didn't even remember he killed me. Got the resurrection. Run away. Do the overhead. Do the overhead. Oh no, he's gonna do the combo then. See, he always gets me in the second one. I don't know. I haven't practiced the Guardian 8 enough, but I can get by. As long as there's no like the Kurotron debuff and the Beam and Bella debuff. I think I can get through the Guardian 8 semi alright. I just need to hit this guy. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say I only needed to hit him like once more. But there you go. So I'm putting like all my Sekiro knowledges, or what I can remember, like all the boss fights, into this gauntlet here, because pretty much this will test your Sekiro skills. Or if you have some crazy cheese tactics, then hey, you can do that. Now we're gonna fight the spirit version of the corrupt monk. Now I saw this technique on Reddit. I try to recreate it, but it doesn't work for me. So I'm gonna end up fighting this guy regularly. But I did see the execution prompt pop up once, but I just didn't hit the execution. So yeah, right here I'm like tweaking out my loadout. You need the medicine, or you need the item that poisons your character, and then once your character is poisoned, then you can activate Raven Mist or the Mist Feathers whenever you want, and you pretty much just like pop up. The way to do this, you just go to the side, and once you get towards the end, you'll spawn the corrupt monk like that, and you get behind it, and then if you can pull it off, a red the execution red circle will pop up as you're in the air, but I couldn't do it, so forget it. I'm just like, alright, since that doesn't work, I'm just gonna have to beat this guy down with full force. So the way to take out this guy, it's or this chick, I think the crow monk is a chick, and snap seeds with divine confetti. That's the way to go. I don't think any Shinobi prosthetics will be useful here. So snap seeds to down its health a little bit. You can use it 3 times before it gets immune. You can't just cheese it all the way. So I pop my divine confetti for basically for this guy, or for this boss. I don't know what you're calling this guy. For this boss, you just want to whittle down its health and try to kill it like that, because the posture recovery is just way too fast with this one. For this version of the corrupt monk, the true corrupt monk. I think its posture will play more like a regular enemy, where if it's 8 HP low, then the posture bar will like recover slower. But for this one, I guess since it's not like an actual being, it's just like a spirit, it recovers way faster. And this is another thing about the corrupt monk. Like, it doesn't matter if it's the phantom version or the real version, where if you mess up a parry, like if you end up accidentally blocking instead of trying to parry, it's a Naginata still like hits you. So I feel like that's like one dangerous thing about the corrupt monk. It's because like if you screw up your parries, even if you accidentally block the attack, you're still gonna eat that damage. And it does good amount of damage. This bitch can probably what 3-shot us or 2-shot us, depending on what it hits us with. And it doesn't stun. The phantom version don't really stun much. The actual version will stun more than this one. So its HP, it's pretty low, and its posture is about to break. So I'm just seeing what will break first. HP, or is it its posture? Looks like posture might break first. I don't really remember how this fight goes. I think I recorded this like last night. I was really happy about it. After I recorded it, I just fell asleep. So, yeah. I wasn't planning to do this gauntlet. Next is Owl. Owl is gonna be... You're gonna want to have Shuriken for this fight. Because during the second phase, there's he can do a stance where he lowers his posture. So if you're about to break his posture, he'll do this. You can see it because it looks like steam is coming out of him. And if you have like, if his posture is about to break, and he does that, it just goes back to 0 again. So you have to either whittle down his posture again, or you just gotta kill him. HP. And damn, he's not letting me out of the corner. He saw my fight against Genichiro. He's learning. For Owl, I don't think playing the posture game is the way to go. You're gonna want to whittle, like, you want to damage his health a little bit before you deal with his posture, because it recovers so fast. It's, I don't know, like, I feel like you don't have time unless you can keep the pressure on. Otherwise, it's just gonna recover. Look at this. Look at his posture. I don't know. It's really fast. So for me, whenever I fight any version of Owl, like, it doesn't matter if it's this version or the father version or the inner version, because they all recover. They all have like fast posture recovery or speed. Whenever I fight him, I just try to damage its health. Once his health like hits around 50%, then I try to focus a little bit more on his posture. Like, I don't want to bother too much with parries right now, because it's just gonna be a waste of time. If he jumps away, and then if he spams that move where he jumps away, he's just gonna recover all that posture damage. So yeah, but once you down his HP a little bit more, it takes a lot longer for his posture to recover. So it's like it's stuck on either orange or red, or not red, orange or yellow most of the time. And then if you can just keep like, if you can keep up with your posture game, then you pretty much got him. The first time when I fought Owl, I was like, oh, this guy's really fast. Like, I don't know if I can take this. But after dying for like an hour and 30 minutes, got the hang of it. This move right here, you can just stand in front of him and just get ready for him to smoke. Yeah. But I don't know, the smoke screen thing is kind of stupid, because he just jumps back. I don't know. Seems like to me it's completely useless. I mean, it breaks your lock on, so that's one bad thing, I guess. And if you never fought Owl before, make sure you don't go into that little tiny smoke that he throws in front of you. That little ball that he throws, that will prevent you from healing. I mean, if you're confident in kicking his ass without needing to heal, then, you know, don't worry about it. But I'm just like, that thing right there. I'm just a little bit nervous, like, if I end up screwing up and I take a chunk of damage, I kind of want to heal up, so that's why I'm being a little bit more careful when it comes to the heal ball prevention that he throws. And in the second stage, when he jumps back, he can either throw shurikens, or he can throw the poison, the fog. Just focusing on HP damage right here with a Mortal Blade draw here. But be careful because you don't want to try to spam that too much. Because the attack actually comes out kind of slow. So there's a good chance you might get hit. You have to find an opening. And he was trying to do the posture reduction stance there. That's why I threw a shuriken at him. I was eyeing about to let him recover all this posture damage that I've been working on. And if he does actually recover it, that will just drag on the fight a little bit longer. Its HP cannot be recovered, so thank goodness for that. So right here I'm trying to parry more, but I'm failing. In case you guys are wondering, hey Holmes, why are you not parrying? Well, it's because I'm fucking up the parries. Still smokes, okay. Don't want to get too careless, which I feel like I'm doing right here. This overhead thing you can do a diagonal right dodge and get behind him. And sometimes if you're lucky you can get like 2 to 3 hits. But most of the time it's probably just 1, sometimes 2 hits. Almost got him here. And I knew I was gonna, like, he was about to go down, that's why I didn't really care about dodging his heal prevention thing. That's my boy. So just, you know, heads up here. Make sure you rest before every fight. This next one, it's gonna be the most pain in the asshole one. I want oil and I want to have these flaming prosthetics here. Don't use the blue fire because that does not actually make your enemy go on fire. So yeah, I didn't read the description, so I didn't know. I was like, why isn't the freaking monkey going on fire? It's because it doesn't catch, enemies don't catch fire when you use that one. So make sure you use the regular fire ones. And what we're gonna do with that is we're gonna use it on the second ape. For this first ape, you're just gonna want to deal with him. So hopefully your guardian ape fighting skills are up to par here. We're not gonna use a spear either. We're just gonna chop down its health or break its posture, whichever comes first. And then save all the spirit emblems that we got for the second ape. This is the fight that's gonna drag on a lot, so if you guys are here to try to check out all the bosses as soon as possible, you might want to skip ahead like around 10 minutes or so. Because, yeah, this is my, looking at it right here, I think this is like my longest fight of the whole thing. Yeah. This one, and then I think next being Demon the Hatred or Inner Father. But this is my #1 longest fight here because of the whole 2 bosses thing. Whenever video games throw more than 1 boss at me, I usually, like, the fight for me will usually take longer. I know there are some crazy players out there that can just do some crazy stuff. I don't know what they do. They have some crazy tactics. But yeah, I try to play a little bit more cautious when there's 2 boss fights. Because usually I get wrecked. Look at this. Almost built up terror on me. Almost killed me. So I'm running away here, and gotta throw oil on this guy. And from here on out, you pretty much just, well, this is my tactic. I don't know how, if there's a better tactic out there, but for me, just oil up the regular ape, not the headless one. The regular guardian ape, just oil them up and fire. See, he'll burn a little bit, and if you can land all your fire hits with the oil, then by the time your spirit emblem runs out, it'll die. But if you miss one or two, you might want to use I think the ceremonial knife, just to get more spirit emblems. Or, I mean, if you're feeling ballsy, you can try to cut them down. They're just screaming right now. I'm trying to get close, and it jumps away. And that, I also got hit on the process, so that was fantastic. This boss fight is actually a optional boss fight in the game. I think there's a trophy for beating the two of them, but it's an optional fight. Oh, surprised you missed me. And I think the oil ran out at that point, so that kind of sucked. And I was trapped in the corner. So we got like pellets, divine grass, I think. Those will come in handy as well if you run out of healing gore heals. I actually don't remember if I run out or not. Because usually when I fight these guys, I tend to burn through a lot of heals. Got the fire damage. Probably could have taken a few swings at him too, just so I can damage his HP more. I don't think the regular ape has posture, or maybe it does actually. I think all enemies in this game has posture points. But usually I just oil and then run, or oil, fire, and then run. And I ran out of my fire attack. So this is not good. Gotta retreat a little bit. And also gotta use the ceremonial knife to get more spirit emblem. You can only use this 3 times. And it also cuts your HP when you use it, so I'm gonna be wary about that. So try to stay away from them when you use it. Alright, gotta heal up just so I don't get one-shotted. Because one hit from the freaking Headless Guardian Ape, it already takes away a lot of health. I think more than like 50%. So if I got tagged there, I would have dropped. But if you guys die during this part where there's 2 of them, and then use a resurrection, because once you use a resurrection, you can't do it again until you down one of the HP bars. If you kill one of these apes, you can actually get the resurrection again. Like, it'll unlock again. So yeah, if you somehow die here, you still have another chance of getting the resurrection back. So when you fight the Headless Guardian Ape, I'm assuming that's the one that you can leave for last. I mean, I don't know, maybe some people want to leave him, or want to leave the regular ape for last, easy kill maybe. I don't know, but I usually just leave the Headless Ape for last kill. Because the Headless Ape does a lot of swings, so it has a weapon and everything. The other ape is just like a regular Guardian Ape, so I'm not too worried about him. And I feel like it's easier to try to kill him before fighting the Headless. Because its damage is not like, it's not terrible either. It can still like hurt you, the regular ape. Right here I'm trying to get some regular shots in. Got one more flame vent. Or not flame vent. Oh, this is like the improved version of it. Okay, and boom. I think we can get him here. Like a few slices, we got him. But you just gotta watch out for the freaking Headless Ape over there with a crazy ass swings, and thank goodness for the invincibility frames when you're executing the ape. Because if like terror can still build up there, I would have been screwed. And here I'm resorting to some pellets, just in case I get scratched or whatever. But after taking him down, like taking down one of the apes, I'm more confident because this ape, as long as you are not trying to parry the stuff that you're having a hard time parrying, it should be fine. And I feel like it has less HP. Oh, I actually fucked up the parry there. I was like, wait, what happened? He didn't fall down. But if you want, I think you can also like run away, and then it'll do that sprinting move, and then it falls over to try to swing at you. Or he can do this, which I mean it's also easy to avoid as well. It's just a straight, he just jumps up straight, and actually got slashed there as I was calling him easy. Thank goodness for the restocks, like after each fight. Like if you have to get through all these bosses, imagine get through all these bosses with just 10 healing and your limited amount of spirit emblems. That's gonna be insane. Like you have to really prioritize like which boss you're gonna use the spirit emblems on, because I feel like that would be a gauntlet through hell right there. Like a gauntlet where they force the 2 debuffs on you, they limit your restocks, or they take away your restocks at all, like overall. I don't know, man. I feel like that's gonna be tough. Next, Emma. Fairly simple fights. We don't really need any special equipment for her. I equipped the firecrackers there just for the next fight, not for Emma, for the fight after Emma, which is gonna be Isshin. So I mean, the Mortal Blade draw will also like cancel out of his charge attack as well. Gotta watch out for the grab because she cannot be stunned out of the grab. She actually got me with a swing there. But for Emma, I have more confidence in kicking her ass. Oh, first off, she only has 1 HP bar, and she's not like super crazy. I mean, I guess if it's your first time, she can be a little bit challenging because she's fairly fast. And the grab, I think it does like 50% damage. So that's pretty crazy as well. Making a fancy here, boys. Usually I would just like try to do normal swings after countering her. Like that specific counter where you push her away. But then like, I was like, you know, I got Mortal Blade. And also I get free Spirit Emblem refills, so why not? So next, Isshin. What people call him, the Firebender. So if you guys have been fighting the, what is it, Sword Saint Isshin, this first phase is pretty much like the same thing as the first phase of Sword Saint Isshin. You hit him twice, and then he counters, and he hits you twice and counter. Pretty much just a back and forth parry game. Watch out because this version can also like, he can also juke your attack, and he can respawn with a slash or with a grab. So yeah, you need to watch his hands. First phase is really easy compared to the second phase. As the second phase, I mean, it's still easy except for the fire. Like when he unleashes the fire, that's where like things get kind of annoying. This move right here, it's like a long reach fire, so you don't want to run away a little bit and then run towards the side. If he does this move right here, where it looks like he's charging up for something, you gotta want to firecracker him or hit him with a mortal blade, because otherwise he's gonna unleash 1,000 slashes on you. Stomps the ground. Alright, another long reach one, just run away. And I needed to top off my heal anyways. That move always gets me. Like, he does a 2-hit and then he does a spin attack. I don't know. Kind of throws me off sometimes. Make sure if he's just walking around, you know, only hit him once, because he's gonna do a I guess a counter attack. So just hit him once and expect them to either grab or swing. If you try to hit him twice, he's gonna get you. Like, whether he swings or grab, he'll get you, because you're not your character is not gonna have time to recover. Stomp and then wave. Alright. Like, the second phase is still more or less like the first phase, but except he has fire now. And ooh, look at that damage. It's crazy. You eat that plus the fire, because the fire actually staggers you. Like, if you get hit from the beginning of the wave, it'll stagger you and you'll probably die, I think. Now if he chops you and he gets you the fire wave, I'll kill you. Oh hell no. Oh my god, he keeps doing these fire attacks and I can't get close. I try parrying the fire attacks that he does. You still take damage. Unless I'm like screwing my parries, but I feel like you still take damage if he's initiating like a fire swing or something like that. Even if you parry the first swing, like the fire still comes out. So that's what makes this Isshin annoying compared to the Sword Saint version. The Sword Saint version was just like, he just goes all over the place, but there's no like lingering stuff except for lightning, I guess, but that's like really easy to counter. And I heard someone say that use the Fistful of Ash to stun the corrupt monk. Well, I don't know if it's a corrupt monk, they just said use the Fistful of Ash, and I didn't know which boss they were talking about, so I had to experiment on all of the bosses. And I feel like Isshin doesn't flinch from the Fistful of Ash. I'm just doing it wrong. But turns out the corrupt monk actually, or the third phase actually, stuns pretty well. So I'm gonna use that and firecrackers to combo off the third phase to make the fight a little bit more easier. Because the third phase, it's easy, but its speed gets enhanced, and also there's a chance you can get hit by terror when the centipede throws up. So I don't want to mess with that because terror can insta kill, and it's annoying. This is actually my second attempt on this gauntlet here. The first attempt I actually died to Demon of Hatred. I feel like I was too defensive during that fight. Yeah, see, this corrupt monk actually takes more posture damage compared to like the phantom version, because that one is just like, I mean, it takes posture damage, but it recovers super fast. Like this one right here, look, it's still orange. It's about to be broken right now. So is mine, but I'm fairly confident in my parry skills right now. And in the second phase, there's actually a assassination you can do, which I'm gonna attempt to try to pull it off. But spoilers, I don't. I did actually pull it off on my first run of the gauntlet, and I try to recreate it right here, but it doesn't work. It's basically after all the shadowy attacks, which sometimes it hits 3 times, sometimes it hits twice. This is the 3rd time it's doing it, and I actually thought I died here, but I didn't. So yeah, I thought I was only gonna do it twice, so I ran for the trees, because right before it reappears, if you get on the trees, and then when you see it starting, when you see the boss starting to reappear, if you jump over him, the assassination, like the red dot actually pops up, so you can get the second kill for free like that. I think it's made that way. I don't think it's a glitch, because I'm assuming they patched up all the glitches. But then I still see comments on people saying they do the Demon of Hatred cheese, which I'm not sure what it is. I'm assuming it's the umbrella, because that's what a lot of people use for attacks where they're having a hard time to avoid or parry. I think that's like the umbrella is like the way to go if you're having a hard time to blocking or dodging. But for me, that's no better than a shield, so I don't use that. I'd rather stun them with like firecrackers than hide behind the umbrella. Right here, I don't attempt to try to do the assassination because the boss's posture is about to break anyways. So is my life right here. But it's okay, because we'll get him first. Die! There we go. So I use the sugar so I can get some more damage, like HP damage and posture damage in. So I do 2 swings and then Ash. I think you can actually get in the 3rd swing maybe. And once I run out of Ash, the fistful of Ash, I will switch into my firecracker. For a second there I had to like double check if what I was saying was correct, because I'm doing this voiced over, so there's like an editing screen I'm watching the fight, narrating on what's going on, but the text is like really small. So, wait, is it Fistful of Ash or is it something else? But yeah, the name is Fistful of Ash. And down goes the corrupt monk. Next up, Father Owl. And if you guys got any more questions about like the gauntlets and stuff, like the Shiro gauntlets, the Severance gauntlet, or the Divine Air gauntlets, and what they give and stuff like that, I actually made a video. It should be the previous video, like before this one, and I explained all about it, like how to unlock them, what you get from them, and what you can or cannot do, which I pretty much will. I think I've already talked about it in like all my gauntlet videos, probably in this one too. I think in the beginning I touched up on it a little bit. But here's Father Owl. After fighting Inner Father, this guy is nothing. Come on. Yeah, like Inner Father, because of his teleportation, that's what makes it annoying. For this one, it doesn't, like, this motherfucker don't have teleportation, other than like him disappearing into the owl. That's like his best teleportation. But the Inner Father one, he can use like pretty much like the Miss Raven technique. So like you're hitting him and out of nowhere he does a little spin and then he disappears into a feather, like the black feathers, and then he reappears right next to you with quick attacks. So that's what makes the other one more dangerous compared to this one. And also when he shoots the owl at you for the other one, it can either go vertical or horizontal. For this one, he only does the horizontal ones, which you can just jump, and then he'll follow it up with this thrusting attack, and pretty much easy posture damage. I try to do the Mortal Blade attack here to do more HP and posture damage. Actually, like worked there because he jumped into it. The Fool. Alright, what you got? What you got, Father? Yeah, instead of just hitting him like with normal slashes, I mean, I feel like the normal slashes feels more safe because you can move around better. The Mortal Blade, I don't know, it just feels really slow to me. Like no matter who you're fighting, it feels slow. Maybe I'm just like not used to it, because I thought it was like some OP weapon when I first got it. I'm like, oh my god, Mortal Blade! Look at the attack, it's insane. But then like when I fought things, it just didn't live up to what I was expecting. I thought it was gonna like drop all their health or half their health, like just regular enemies, not even the bosses. But it doesn't like one-shot them, so I was like, oh, it's not that great. So yeah, and he killed me there. Right here, I was actually kind of shitting myself. I'm like, oh crap, don't die now. I think I got a little bit too confident there. So right here, I just kind of like resorted back to my original tactic where I just, when he does the overhead, just wait from the scream and then just do a diagonal dodge and get towards the side or behind him, and then you can get 2 to 3 shots in. Alright. I like how it doesn't let you access the sculptor's idol until the dialogue is actually gone. Right here you need the malcontent. Or you don't need it, but it's gonna help for Demon of Hatred. I also got Divine Confettis and the attack sugar. Not the one that will drop your health. Like that one, I think it's like Yasha sugar or something like that. That one will actually drop your health, like your 50% of your health, but it'll boost your attack even more. And I think your attack damage and your posture damage will boost it even more, but at the cost of half of your health, which I don't feel like risking right now. I don't know. Playing it a little bit safe with this gauntlet. Not as brave as I was for the walkthrough. I don't think I even did that kind of ballsy move for the walkthrough. I know like those crazy speedrunners where they beat the bosses within a few minutes. Those people are crazy because they do all these like buffs / debuffs, and I don't think they even get hit at all, or if they do, they don't, like it's not gonna be like a fatal hit that they take. So yeah, they can still kill the bosses relatively fast. For me, I wouldn't say I'm pro at the game, probably just above average. But definitely not pro, like those people with like all the debuffs and still manage to beat the game without much problem. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like with the Kuro, with no Kuro charm and the demon belt, like the game gets a lot harder. Like mess up your parries, you basically might as well not even be blocking at all because you just take a lot of damage. Alright, first phase down. Second phase, he actually takes a little bit to get into because I don't know what he's doing right here, meditating, praying. And after he screams, that's when the fight begins. You can try hitting him, but it's not going to do any damage to him. And then when he runs away, he's going to do a slam, and then you can grapple towards him, get a few shots in. This meteor attack, run away, don't stay underneath him. Obvious reasons. It's not like the monkey where if you're underneath him and you jump, you're fine. This one will actually hit you. So don't get too greedy with attacks because he does this stomp and it takes away like 50% health. And this headbutt too. Well, the headbutt's not gonna take that much health away, but you know, it will still stagger you. And it takes around maybe 25% health. And then he also has a combo move, which you're gonna have to want to watch out for, unless you're good at parrying, or if you use the umbrella. I think the umbrella will actually work against his combo attacks. The combo attacks you pretty much just want to watch out for his fiery arm, because that will cause fire damage towards you. Stomp. I'm gonna heal up. This combo right here. If he starts a swing like that with his fiery arm, just back away. I feel like that's your best bet on avoiding damage there. And sometimes he'll do this where he summons these talismans that it looks like talismans, right? I always thought they were talismans. Maybe they're meteors, I'm not sure. But the way to avoid them is just you run around. So Demon Hatred doesn't actually have much moves, it's just that it hits hard, and I guess it looks intimidating. Looks like a Bloodborne boss. The Cleric piece in the Sengoku period. Alright, the arm rush attack, which you can just jump. Explosion ground attack, jump towards the side, and grapple. I remember when I first fought him again for the Shiro Gauntlet, I forgot how to avoid that. I haven't talked about it in the video, like, I forgot how to do, like, avoid the whole fiery arm snap, this move right here. I think I was just eating it at that point. I tried to avoid it and I still took damage. It was pretty bad. And if you time it wrong, like for his meteor jump, the explosion will just knock you away. Just keep running until he does that weird pose, and then hit him by the ball sack. And boom. There goes the second phase. Third phase, if you want, you can buff up. I'm just doing that just to ensure my victory here. So you can use the Malcontent, the finger whistle, to stun him, and then combo the crap out of him. Just keep hitting him and until he moves. When he moves, hit the Shinobi Prosthetic again, the finger whistle, and then he'll get stunned briefly again. And then once he gets out of it, do it again until he snaps out of it again. You can only use it 3 times. After the third time, it's not gonna work anymore. So if you have some other stuff you want to use, you can do that as well. But its HP and its posture should be like pretty much close to nothing, or the posture bar is pretty much filled up. So I just hit him once there with the mortal draw. I didn't even mean to do that. I was trying to hit him regularly, but I think he was trying to do an attack, so I was trying to parry, but I ended up doing the mortal draw. So I mean, it all worked out. So yeah, that was great. After this fight, it's base endgame Gennichiro and then Isshin, and then you fight the 3 new bosses, or 3 new enhanced bosses. Alright, I feel like they just picked like the most iconic bosses in Sekiro to beef up as well. So for Genichiro, I don't really need anything for this guy. I'm fairly confident in kicking his ass. Although this Mortal Blade draw right here, I'd be more happy that if I can use my what do you call it? Firecrackers on him. Yeah, I equipped it, but I forgot that you have to like actually change it in the wrong slot. So when I was fighting him, I didn't realize that. So I was like, wait, what happened? And I ended up having to block the Mortal Blade, the black Mortal Blade, which is badass looking. And I panicked here. Ended up, I think I parried him, but my HP says otherwise, so probably not. But he's gone. So that's Genichiro, the pitiful grandson. Goodbye. Alright. What do I use next? I think I use the Sakura dance for the lightning. Yeah. Use the Sakura dance to redirect the lightning that Isshin's gonna send at us. And we're gonna use the firecrackers for his charge up attacks. Let's do this. This fight shouldn't be too much of a problem since I had a lot of practice with this guy. Dodge that. I missed my swing and he ended up getting like a recovery swing on me. See, this fight is just basically the base Isshin for on top of Ashina Castle. Except for that move right there. If you parry that one in this form, he actually sends like a big ass shockwave afterwards. Like he'll do like once you parry it, he'll bounce back, but then he'll do a charge up, and he'll do a big shockwave that goes straight. And to avoid that, that's why I didn't parry that one. And after the second stage, everything just changes. He pulls out a spear. I thought he's sourcing. A spear gun Saint Isshin. So for this version, if you can kind of get him into a loop. Hit him twice and he parries, and he can usually try to parry his swing, and then he'll kind of just go back. He'll either jump back or he'll just walk back, or he'll respawn with 2 more swings. If he does that jump back and you can't follow him, just stay where you are, and then he'll try to shoot you most of the time. When he tries to shoot you, you can either block the bullets or run sideways. But if you end up like trying to parry the bullets, most of the time he'll try to, after the gun, he'll follow it up with a sweeping unblockable or a thrusting unblockable. So if I end up not being able to push him, I just stand there and try to deflect the bullets. Like so. And then he does a sweeping one. Alright, we jump in towards him and then get some posture damage on him. It's charging attack. Interrupt it with firecrackers. You can also parry it. Just note that if you mess up the parry, you're gonna take a ton of damage. Like, I'm not even kidding. That charge attack does so much damage. They can screw you over too, so that's why I firecrack them. Does a sweeping. Alright, jumping away so I can get a get some heal off. Alright, does another charge. Shadow Rush can actually snap him out of that too. I think maybe Mortal Blade Draw can also do it, but that's gonna require 3 emblems, and I don't want to like spend too much spirit emblems right now because I still need some for the 3rd phase. I mean, I can always just resort to your basic jump in the air and take the lightning to redirecting, but I want to make it fancy. After like learning the Sakura dance, whenever I deal with these lightning attacks, I'm just trying to make it fancy now instead of just jumping up. Because when you do that, I think you still take chip damage, but Sakura dance, you don't take any damage when you use it to redirect the lightning, so it's pretty good. And it only costs 1 spirit emblem, where like I think the Mist Raven, it requires like 2. I don't know what happened here. It says he got electrocuted, but motherfucker like just tanked through that. He's like, oh hey, about to end your career. Then I respond with, hell no bitch, end your career. Yeah, electrocuted. There we go. Sword suck Isshin. And that's it for your base game bosses, excluding the monkeys, the 4 monkeys, because those guys are pretty much just a gimmick fight. You run around. I mean, it would have been cool if they added them in here as well. If they do another Gauntlet update, I feel like it's gonna be like all bosses, like including the mini bosses like the Headless. Oh my god, please don't add the Headless. Those guys are annoying. The terror effect on those guys, and like I forgot what that bad thing that they do. I think you can't jump or something, or you can't run. I forget, but they do something and it's stupid. It's like so traumatizing that I even blocked it out of my head. I can't remember, even though I played this game a whole bunch of times. I can't remember what they do. They do something and then there's like a restriction that gets added to your character. I think you can't run, I think. Alright, here we go, fun time. Inner Genichiro. He always starts off the fight with the Sakura dance, which it hits 1-2 really fast, and then the 3rd one's delayed. For this combo move right here, you're gonna want to try your best to deflect it. If not, if you run away from him, he actually has a chase move that he can do, which I think actually chases until it reaches you, and he does like 4 slashes quickly. I think you can block the slashes, but it does a lot of posture damage, so be careful. You either try to parry his combo attack or you risk getting whacked. Alright, so kind of using the same tactics as I did with the base Genichiro, just being more careful when it comes to his Sakura dance, because that move you cannot block. If you messed up your parry and you end up like doing a block instead, or you just don't hit your parry at all, you take a lot of damage. If you try to block it, you'll also take chip damage, which I think it does a decent amount as well. So be careful about that Sakura dance. That's where I learned my Sakura dance from this guy. Damn, that was a quick... Look at that! That was a quick recovery on his part. And I'm kind of shitting myself here. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Get a few shots in. Parry. Okay, he's on the second bar of health. Even though I'm like doing a commentary over it, I kind of forgot. He's trying to force me into go. Oh shit! 1, 2, 3. The third one missed. Okay, cool. I was reading the comments. Oh shit! Up the ass it goes. I was reading the comments the other day. People say that you can use, if you're having a hard time blocking the Sakura dance from Genichiro, you can use the umbrella to block the first 2 hits, I believe, and then dodge into him for the 3rd hit, and then he'll miss you, and then you can get a few shots in on him that way. I haven't actually tried it because I feel like my parries for his Sakura dance are not too bad, so I just stuck with that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you just gotta kind of get the hang of his little stance, because he does a little pose before he does it, the dance. And just die. Stop being difficult. There you go. And he also has 3rd form. Always starts off the 3rd form with a thrusting attack. This form actually doesn't change much, except right here is where you want to use your Mist Raven. Okay, I'm using the fiery one because I feel like this one works the best. If you jump up to take the lightning, he will redirect your lightning to you with his Sakura dance. So yeah, be careful about like trying to use the Sakura dance to redirect his lightning. But if you use this, the Mist Raven thing, the feather, whatever it's officially called, if you use that, he cannot redirect your lightning. So yeah, highly recommend you use this if you want to get some easy hits on him. And like always, once you parry his crazy combo, he will always try to hit you with a thrusting attack there. I don't know what happened there. Slice? Nope, not this time. 1, 2, oh. Oh, I got the kill here. You're trying to use your Sakura dance on me? No! Alright, so first inner boss down. Now, in my opinion, Ao was probably the hardest inner boss that they got. So I got my heals ready. I'm gonna get my buff. I totally just missed it. Oh, I still got the... what the heck? Okay, I was not aware I used this much. I was like preparing myself with that much healing items. Make sure you don't use the Shadow Rush, because the Shadow Rush can actually screw you over. If you use the Shadow Rush on Owl, he will then Mikiri counter your ass, and his counter will either kill you or severely damage your health. What I mean by that is, like, I think it drops it to like 10%, but most of the time I just get killed by it, so I don't try to mess with that too much. And also for Inner Owl, I actually made like a separate guide for it. If you guys never seen it, this is just like your first video of mine you're watching, and you don't know how this guy is. Inner Owl can actually teleport, like I was talking about it earlier in the video. So make sure you don't spam your attack too much, because then if you spam your attack too much, when he teleports, your character is not gonna have time to respawn to the teleport, because he'll just fade away and then he'll reappear like right next to you with 2 quick attacks, and it does a lot of damage. Got stunned there and got hit. Run away, get the heal. There we go. Thrusting attack. Whoa, what happened there? Completely just missed each other. So right here I'm just taking it slow. Taking my swings a little bit slow. Not trying to get too crazy because he can teleport, like I said, and that's usually like the game changer. Like that. See, I took 1 slow slash and I had time to respawn. So just take 1 slash. If he doesn't teleport, just follow it with another one and just rinse and repeat. Otherwise, yeah. Just be careful. Ooh. 1, 2. Oh shit. Yep, I got greedy right there. Like I took 2 fast swings and that's what happened. Alright, did we get him? Wow, he still survived. Okay. I thought that was like the end of his first HP bar there when he did that shadow rush. But like I was saying earlier in the video, just try to focus on its health. Because look, its posture recovery is really fast. So focus on its health and then posture damage. That move right there, that spin move that he just did, you can block it at a cost of some posture. And this move right here, you want to kind of stay away from him when he throws the owl, because if it's vertical, it will not signify like the danger thing that pops up. So you can just, once it gets near you, you can just sidestep it. Alright, and then he always followed up with Shadow Rush, so there's also that. But if he throws his owl horizontally, then you can just jump it. So staying away helps you see how the owl is coming after you. So that's why I like to stay away from him when he tries to throw the freaking owl. And don't use mortal draw on him or the mortal blade on him, because that will screw everything up. Like owl himself will get stunned, but then the freaking pet owl will still come after you. So it gets a little bit like confusing. So sidestep and then dodging, or Mikiti counter. And he also has this where he teleports 3 times. If you manage to, oh right here, see I screwed it up. I actually hit him while he was doing the freaking charge up attack, and then he just threw everything off. And I got critical hit. Yep, I was nervous. Like when I was playing this, I was like, oh shit. Okay, no more risky maneuvers here. I'm just gonna wait. And as I say that, I still get hit right there. Woo! Oh fuck! I'm getting nervous just watching this. I don't know. I forgot. I don't even know how I was staying calm enough to go through this. Yeah, after that mortal draw failure or fuck up, I don't attempt it anymore here. I'm just fighting him like regularly now, and keeping his teleport in mind. So not too regular. I still gotta like watch out for these moves right here, because if I'm just fighting like regular fodder owl or just shinobi owl, I'll just keep swinging until he deflects. But for this guy, since he can teleport and he can come after you with that quick attack, you gotta time your swings a little bit more careful. Alright, it's vertical, just dodge sideways, and thank you for a chunk of posture damage on yourself. Slash. Oh, messed up the parry. Oh, don't break my posture now. No, Dad! Don't release your inner father on me. Whatever the heck that means. Need to get through this. Need my bragging rights for Sekiro. 1, 2. Oh, got the parry, got the kill. I always like, whenever I'm watching these, or usually I know what's going on, but I don't know. After I got through the Gauntlet, I pretty much just like, alright. As of now, I'm like pretty much 100% done with Sekiro. Got all the costumes, got all the arts, platinumed the game, finished all the gauntlets. And I mean all the gauntlets, like all 4 gauntlets. And yeah. Now finally we have Isshin. Now this guy gets a new fancy move that can either one-shot you or screw you up real bad. So, well, for the first phase, that's his new thing. The second and third phase, he has 2 new moves, but it's not as crazy as his opening move right here, which is the Black Mortal Blade Draw Slash. You can counter it by hitting him with a firecracker. If not, you can try parrying it, but let me tell you, it's a real pain in the ass to try to avoid that. So my best advice to you guys is just firecracker him. Just stun him out of it. And I think he only does it in the beginning of the fight. I've never seen him do it throughout the fight before. So yeah, the Black Mortal Blade Draw Slash, I think it's just an opening attack. So other than that, all his attacks are pretty much the same for the first phase. Second phase and the third phase is where that new move comes in. And I think he performs it during this fight. Right here, when he raises his sword like that, it'll signify like the danger thing. So you just run away a little bit, and then after he jumps up in the air, he'll either do one of 2 things. He'll either do that slash attack, which he just did, or he'll do a thrusting attack. If he does the thrusting attack, you can Mikiri counter it. If he does the slashing attack, you can either try to parry it or just sidestep it. I feel like sidestepping is easier. I mean, if you're confident you can hit the parry, then you go right ahead, but I didn't want to risk it. I say that and then I don't know what happened there. I think I fucked up. I might have tried to parry it. I don't remember if I was trying to... My brain was just like on DSL mode right there, trying to respond to what he was trying to do and end up just blocking it, I think. Or his regular charge move, like what we did with the OG Isshin. Firecracker. And then he's doing this, the new move. Alright, so we got slash, alright. Sidestep. Easy peasy. Just gotta keep a calm head. Don't choke here. You choke here. That's gonna be depression roll. Depression journey, not the mortal journey. Firecracker. Actually, when I fight, like, out of all the inner bosses I fought, Isshin was the one that I was least worried about. It's probably because I just fought him a shit ton in the base game. And then after like figuring out his new moves, which is only like 2 new moves, yeah. Like the opening Mortal Draw Slash and then the new combo attack that he's doing. That's the only 2 things he has. So yeah. Other than that, like, have you had an alright time with, or have you got the hang of fighting the base Isshin? This shouldn't be a problem for you guys. 1, 2, sidestep that. I'm trying to like get the fight more towards the center, and there's the thrusting attack, which you can Mikiri counter. I'm trying to bring the fight more towards the middle, because I don't want to accidentally get hit and fall off, because that's instant death. Like, you don't come back from that. If he hits you and you don't have enough HP to survive the fall, it's just game over. So I'm being really careful here, because I don't want that, like, I don't want that bullshit death to happen. So being really careful. And he keeps going back to the edge. It's like he's actually trying to pull something new here. So this is why I'm like not being as aggressive, because I'm trying to get the fight towards the middle and he keeps going towards the side. I don't know what happened here. He decided to turn around. Ooh, run away. He just turned around and then, I don't know, he started like comboing out of nowhere. And this is the end, I think. Yeah. Goodbye, Isshin. Damn. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for my mortal journey of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So, thank you all so very much for watching, and hopefully you have all enjoyed this journey with me. But until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Ohms. Headless.
じゃあ、Sekiro。さらば。兵士、民草合わせて死者数千。生き残りはほとんどなし。アシナは戦国最も悲惨な殺戮の舞台となり、その地には後々まで鬼が潜んだという。